Today I wanted to talk a little bit more about kind of the cosmology that I was talking about, my beliefs, how I believe life works, what's important. The focus that I wanted to kind of talk about is life balance. One thing that's very important to me is a holistic approach to life, meaning I believe that mind, body, and spirit is very, very much interconnected. I believe that you need to have balance in every one of those areas. Along with that, I guess mind, body, spirit, for me, it goes along the same lines of physical, spiritual, and emotional. I put a lot of um, strength in those things. I believe that you need to have a really good balance in those things. However, most people aren't very good at it. I'm one of those people, and the reason is you have to keep adjusting. Things are changing in life on all areas, but all mind, body, and spirits. Things are changing, whether you're gaining weight, losing weight, you're healthy, you're sick, you're stressed, you're not stressed. Things in your life that you can't control, such as how other people are treating you, or things that just happen that just aren't in your control. Especially spirit, you have a lot of control over what's happening that way, but things can affect your mind and body that affect your spirit. So there's a lot of connected with that. I believe that if any of you do yoga, a lot of times when you are in a yoga pose, you are constantly adjusting. So even if you're in one of those solid positions where you're not moving at all and you just hold it for a while, subconsciously or even just people can't tell, you're physically adjusting. You're lifting your arm a little more, you're releasing your knee so you're not holding it as tight, things like that. So I believe there has to be a lot of adjustments in order to keep that balance. I overcompensate very, very badly. So if I'm good in two areas, most likely I'm really poor in another, and then I'll try and overcompensate, so I'll fix that area. But then I'll be so good in that area, I fail at another, and it's just kind of crazy. Right now, the way I look at myself, I look at myself as not doing too hot in any of those areas. Emotionally, I've been very depressed lately. Physically, I was on track for losing weight. I have been eating horrible, so I'm kind of at a roadblock there. And spiritually, um, up until the point when I started these videos, I'd pretty much lost my spiritual self completely. So that's one of the reasons I'm doing this and trying to figure out what's going on. And I'm hoping that a lot of this is going to help balance all three areas because I need to bring all three of them up to a better level. Um, so what I've kind of thought about with that is the problem in my life of why all three of those areas aren't doing so good is because I'm putting a lot of focus on things I cannot control. Right now, there's a lot of things going on, whether, for example, my husband being deployed, I can't control that. I can't control the fact that I am a stay-at-home mom. I can't go out and get a job right now. It's not going to happen without my husband here. There's just nobody that can watch the kids for the money that I would want to pay, and nobody would give the quality service with what I can pay. So those are things that I can't control. Um, I can't control what's going to happen in 4 or 5 months when my husband comes home. I can't control what jobs I'm going to be doing. I can't control how I'm going to feel with school. So what I need to come back to doing is focusing on the things I can control. I can start working on my stress levels. I can start working on the amount of attention I'm giving my children. I can focus on the types of foods I'm eating and make better choices. There are things that I can do in all of the mind, body, and spirit areas. I am taking advantage of building my spirit by doing these videos. It's helping me bring a lot of focus into what I need to do, what I am doing, and you're going to start seeing more, rather than me talking about theory, you're going to start seeing me actually doing things. Um, like I said, one of the things I'm going to be doing is creating a list for myself of things I can control and things I can't control, and I'm actually going to do a ritual based on those things. I haven't decided how I'm going to build that ritual. It's going to be a very simple one because I don't want to throw a lot more stress into the pot. I also don't believe rituals have to be really, really elaborate in order to be effective, especially when they're for working purposes. Um, I'm more likely to do something elaborate for a celebratory purpose. But I just kind of wanted to throw that out there that that's part of my belief system, the holistic view. I want to get better at it. Part of it I mentioned in a previous video that I wanted to get into herbology, and I think that's going to help a lot of what I'm doing. I need to get back into yoga. It's something I haven't done for years, but I really benefited from it. And I'm hoping that maybe I can get my kids into it too, and it's something we can do together. Um, so there's a lot going on. Tonight I started Hooked on Phonics with the kids, so yay, it's something I'm doing to try and connect more with the kids because I've kind of been lacking as a parent lately. So I'm hoping that all of this does really good for me, and I'm hoping that in a few months I can report back to everybody and say, hey, you know what? I'm getting more balanced in mind, body, spirit. This is where I am. This is what I'm doing good. Right now, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, I'm probably at a 2 or a 3 on all of my levels, so I'm not doing too hot. But I'm going to keep up with what I can, and I'm going to focus on those things I can control, and I'm going to just let those things that I can't control just be. There's no point in worrying about them, and I'm just going to enjoy life for what it is. So thanks for joining me, everyone. Have a great evening. Bright blessings.